Welcome back to Season 8 of my Oklahoma Sooners Death Penalty Dynasty, and today we are taking on the 4-4 Texas A&M Aggies. At quarterback, A&M will be starting a 78 overall in Mike Alexander. At running backs, an 89 Otis Marshall. And then over at wide receiver, they have an 87 overall Eric Howard, an 85 overall Brian Anderson, both of them with 95 speed. And then in the slot, a senior in Mike Stovall with 98 speed. Looking at our schedule off recording, I realized I actually screwed up during the preseason, and I only gave us 4 road games this year. They gave us 6 SEC home games and only 3 away games. Not really something I can change, but I should have noticed that, and I should have made some of these out-of-conference games away games, but it's whatever at this point. I'll try to make up for that next season. But as you can see, we still have Texas A&M, Mizzou, at LSU, and at Oklahoma State. Texas A&M is having a pretty rough year this year at 4-4, but they are coming off back-to-back wins over Appalachian State and Ole Miss. We have finally clawed our way back to number 2 in the country. We never actually reached number 1 last season until we won the national championship over number 1 Michigan, but we're back to 2, so let's see if we can keep this undefeated season going. We get the ball first, and we start at the 25-yard line. Griffin is under center, and we will start with a handoff to McKinney, who will break one tackle to the outside and end up with about a 5 or 6 yard gain to start the day. Now 2nd and 4, Griffin back in a 5-wide set. He'll take the snap. We're going to wait and go deep downfield for John Mangum, who will not be able to make the catch. Incomplete. I thought Mangum would be able to win a foot race there. I don't think Griffin quite put it out far enough, but now 3rd and 4 out of a 5-wide set. We'll take this quick throw underneath that also falls incomplete. The Aggies take over following the punt at the 19-yard line. They line up under center for 1st and 10. See if they can capitalize off the defense, making us go 3 and out. He is taking a while to snap the ball. Finally does. Handoff to Marshall up the middle, who breaks one tackle, gets a 1st down, and is brought down after a 13-yard gain. So already a new set of downs for the Aggies, and he comes back out under center. Marshall is the running back again. He will roll it to the outside, throw downfield, finds Pittman for another 1st down, and he fights into Oklahoma territory. A gain of 22. Defense not off to a hot start. He comes back out under center. Maybe that's confusing our defense. We haven't faced that a lot. A quick throw to Pittman for a gain of 8 will bring up a 2nd and 2. Coming back out under center for the 2nd down. It's a handoff to Marshall to the outside. He meets Dwight Rollins and is brought down in the backfield. Never mind, that was not even Dwight Rollins. That was Justin Rogers. I just assume coming from that spot on the D-line, it's always Dwight Rollins. Now 3rd and 5. Back in a shotgun formation. Alexander will take the snap. Look to pass, go downfield, and finds an open Stovall for the 1st down, and he fights his way all the way down inside the 20, finally brought down to the 15 for a gain of 25. Texas A&M is driving here. Alexander under center. Marshall is the running back. It's a toss to Marshall on the outside, and he gets to the edge inside the 10 and will get forced out of bounds at about the 8, a gain of 8. Now 2nd and 2. Alexander under center. The backup running back is now in the game. They will give it to Freeman up the middle, and he will fight for the 1st down. He does get it, a gain of 3. 1st and goal from the 5. Alexander with a toss to the outside to Marshall. He will not get the edge. That's a loss of 5. It was freshman safety Walter Siegel and sophomore corner Adam Jackson making the play. Now 2nd and goal from the 10. Alexander under center will draw back to pass again. Rolling out to the left side, goes downfield, and that is dropped by his receiver. Otherwise, that was a touchdown. 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Alexander in shotgun will take the snap. Looking to pass, steps up in the pocket, under pressure, throws to the end zone, and that is incomplete. It was a pretty solid opening drive from Texas A&M, but they will settle for a field goal, and that will be a false start on the Aggies. That moves it back to be about a 32-yard field goal try here. The down and distance is apparently gone, but the kick is away, and it will be good. They are up 3-0. And of course, the week before we play Missouri, they lose a game and will be unranked next week as they lose to Texas 31-27. The last drive did not go quite as planned. We ran the ball once and then 2 incomplete passes, and we had to punt it away. Now 1st and 10, we will run the ball again to Chris McKinney. McKinney to the outside, using his speed for the 1st down and getting brought down for a gain of 15. A 5-yard run for McKinney on the next play brings up a 2nd and 5 for the Sooners. Griffin out of shotgun, takes the snap, and will throw this over the middle. That is caught by Mangum for the 1st down into Texas A&M territory, a gain of 17. Griffin comes out in shotgun with McKinney in the backfield. We'll run the play action. Looking to go downfield. We'll lob it deep over the middle. That's caught by a wide open Mangum, and he will be brought down at the 10. A gain of 30 on the play. Now 1st and 10 from about the 10.5-yard line out of pistol. We'll give it to McKinney right up the middle, and he will fight his way all the way down to the 5. 2nd and 5. Can they stop him again? Handoff to McKinney, who has a lane to the end zone and will walk in completely untouched. We take the lead 7-3. First and 10 from the 25. Alexander lines up under center. Now down by 4. Handoff to Marshall to the outside. He meets Brian Alexander and will fight for maybe a yard. Second and 9 from under center again. They give it to Marshall again to the outside. Once again meets Brian Alexander and will get brought down this time for a gain of 5. Third and 4. Alexander out in a shotgun formation. The backup running back Freeman is in the backfield with him. Taking a minute to snap the ball. He finally will. It's a draw play to Freeman up the middle, and he will not get to the marker. 4th and inches. Following the punt, we take over at the 40-yard line out of a pistol formation. And we'll run the read option. Griffin will keep it himself and end up with a gain of about 5. Second and 5 for Oklahoma now. Griffin back in a 5-wide set. He takes the snap and will take this quick throw to Brown, and that will set up a 3rd and 1. Out for third down in a shotgun formation. Griffin will take the snap, looking for a quick pass, and will have one over the middle, caught by Washington, who turns it into a 17-yard gain. A couple plays later, we face a 3rd and 9 now in the second quarter. Griffin out of shotgun. McKinney is the running back. Will take the snap, looking to pass, and go over the middle. That's caught by tight end Thomas Patterson, who runs over one man and will be brought down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. A 1-yard run from Griffin brings up a 2nd and 9 from the 15-yard line. We'll run the play action again, and he's going to get sacked in the backfield for a loss of 7. We face a 3rd and 16. Griffin out of shotgun. Will take the snap, looking to go downfield. We will lob it to the end zone for Carrington, and that is knocked out of the air and finally hits the ground. That had a couple opportunities to get picked off. So we will send kicker Jermaine Allen out to try to make this a 10-3 game. The kick is away, and it is right down the middle. 2nd and 7 for A&M now. Alexander comes out in an I formation, lining up under center. And he will send a man in motion. So one of his receivers lining up to the other side of the field. It's a toss play to the outside to Marshall, and that is going nowhere. That is brought down for a loss of 4. The credit on that one is going to Nate Thompson. So now 3rd and 11. They're back in a shotgun formation. Alexander takes a snap. It's a play action, looking to pass, throws it underneath, but he has to make a diving catch, and they will punt it away. A solid punt return for the Sooners sets them up at the 50-yard line here. Griffin out in shotgun. McKinney is the running back, and we will give it to McKinney off the counter play. He has the first down and is brought down for a gain of 13. Following a couple run plays, Oklahoma is now facing a 3rd and 6. Griffin will take the snap, and he fires over the middle, caught by Mangum, who holds on through contact for the first down, a gain of 12. A new set of downs from the 20-yard line out of shotgun. Run the play action, and now throw it to the end zone for Udlane Washington, who makes the catch. Touchdown Oklahoma from 21 yards out. We make it 17-3. First and 10. From the 25-yard line, Alexander comes out under center. He will send 84 in motion and drop back to pass again. And he finally fires downfield, finds Anderson, who breaks a tackle, has the first down, and is brought down after a 15-yard gain. Now he lines up under center. About 3.5 minutes to go here in the half. Alexander drops back to pass. A quick throw caught by Stovall for the first down, a gain of 11. A 4-yard gain on the next play brings up a 2nd and 6. Alexander will take the snap, roll to the outside, throw downfield. He has a man open. That's caught by Morrison. The audio is glitching out, but he steps out of bounds apparently. I wish I knew what was causing that glitch. I've changed settings and it keeps happening. But now they got a 3-yard gain to bring up a 2nd and 7. Alexander takes the snap. He's under pressure and getting sacked on the play by a defensive back. That is Eugene Blake getting the sack for a loss of 7. Very rarely when I blitz a corner does it actually get home, but now 3rd and 14 for A&M. Alexander back in shotgun, will take the snap and looks to pass. He dumps it underneath, caught by Morrison. He will be quickly brought down, a gain of 5. I would actually burn a timeout here. They come out for about a 39-yard field goal. The kick is away, and it is good. We will get the ball back with 1:44 to go. John Jordan would take 4 seconds off the clock on the kickoff, so we have 1:40 and 2 timeouts. Griffin out of shotgun will take the snap, roll it to the outside, lob it downfield, and that is incomplete. That one probably should have been picked off. Now 2nd and 10. Griffin back in shotgun will take the snap, looking to pass, rolling out to the outside, and he finds a man open deep downfield, but throws it right to a defender. Another pass that probably should have been picked off. With 1:30 to go in the half, Griffin out of a 5-wide set will take the snap and looks to pass. Once again rolling out, once again throwing downfield, and this time it is caught by Carrington for the first down. They are going to review this, though. There is a coach's challenge from Texas A&M. Let's see if they actually got this. Carrington will make the catch, and does that foot come down in bounds? No, it does not. I think we're going to be punting. The call would get reversed, so we would face a 4th and 10 and have to punt the ball away. A&M takes over at the 40-yard line with 1:15 and all 3 timeouts. Alexander takes the snap, goes over the middle for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Alexander back in shotgun formation again. They did burn 1 timeout. A minute 12 to go. He takes the snap and throws to the outside. That is knocked out of the air. A minute and 8 seconds to go. It is 3rd and 8. Out of shotgun, Alexander will drop back to pass. Under pressure and getting dropped by Dwight Rollins. Oklahoma will burn their second timeout. Following that punt, we take over at the 41-yard line with 55 seconds to go and 1 timeout. A chance to redeem yourself, Griffin. The first pass is caught by Mangum, and he gets a gain of 9. An incomplete pass sets up a 3rd and 1. Griffin out of shotgun will take the snap. Looking to go deep downfield. We will launch it deep for Mangum into coverage, and that is another dropped interception. We are going to get a little risky here, though. 4th and 1, out of pistol. We're going to give it to McKinney up the middle, who will get the first down, which will momentarily stop the clock. Now back in pistol with 34 seconds to go. He'll take the snap, roll out to the outside, and he's going to fire deep downfield for Rich Anderson, who makes the catch, and I think that is Rich Anderson's first touchdown on the season, and we go up 24-6 right before halftime. The Aggies do get the ball to start the second half, though. Down 24-6, they start with a toss to Marshall to the outside. He breaks 1 tackle and is brought down for a gain of 5. Alexander lines up under center now. On the next play, they will give it right back to Marshall. This time he will get close to the marker, and they rule him just shy of it. They line up under center one more time. Alexander with a toss to the outside, caught by Marshall, had the blocking, and gets the first down, a gain of 8. 1st and 10, Alexander lining up under center here. Marshall is the running back. It's a handoff to him. He tries to bounce it to the outside, stiff arms Adam Jackson to hell, and gets the first down, a gain of 14. 1st and 10, he's going to line up under center here. With an I formation, he sends 84 out wide. Takes a snap. It's a toss to the outside. Caught by Freeman. Trying to get to the edge. Brought down by Siegel for no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Aggies. Alexander lining up under center. Marshall is still the running back. They're going right back to him. Up the middle, he runs into Brian Alexander and is brought down another 3rd and inches. So they come out under center. It's a handoff to Freeman up the middle, and he will get the first down easily, this time for a gain of 6. Alexander lining up under center one more time. Once again, an I formation, handoff to Marshall to the outside. He gets to the edge and will get another first down run for Texas A&M, a gain of 11. 1st and 10, Alexander in shotgun now from the 15-yard line. Takes a snap, it's a handoff to Freeman to the outside. He meets one sooner and is brought down for no gain. 2nd and 10 for A&M. Alexander drops back to pass, and he throws downfield. He's got a man open, caught by Anderson. Touchdown Aggies, and they make it 24-13. A touchback on the kickoff sets us up at the 25-yard line for the next drive. Griffin out of shotgun. We'll run the play action. Now we'll go deep over the middle for tight end Thomas Patterson, if I can say his name. That's a gain of 30 on the play, though. Griffin back in shotgun again for the next play. He'll take the snap. No play action this time. Waiting for someone to come open, escaping the pressure, and now finally throwing downfield, and that'll be caught by Carrington inside the 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown Oklahoma from 45 yards out. That was a completely broken play, and I have no idea how that worked. 1st and 10. Alexander lines up under center. It's a toss play to the outside to Marshall. He gets to the edge and will end up with a decent gain here, a gain of 8 to start their drive. 2nd and 2 now for the Aggies, out in shotgun with both running backs in the backfield here. He takes a snap, it's a read option. Alexander will keep himself to the outside. He breaks one tackle and will finally get brought down, but does earn the first down. A&M now facing a 3rd and 6 here. He comes out in shotgun from his own 40-yard line, and that will be a false start on the Aggies. That would make it 3rd and 11. Alexander back in shotgun. Will take the snap and looks to pass. He throws downfield, and that is caught by Anderson for the first down into Sooner territory. He comes out under center for the next play here. It's a snap and a handoff to Howard to the outside, who has the blocking, gets upfield with the first down, and that is Eric Howard for a gain of 14 on a jet sweep. 3:13 to go here in the 3rd quarter. He lines up under center. It's a handoff to Marshall to the outside, and he meets David Jordan and is brought down for a loss of 1. So now 2nd and 11. He is under center. Alexander will drop back, roll it to the outside, and just throw this underneath. Caught by Anderson. He's brought out of bounds. It says no gain, but that leads to a 3rd and 12. Sometimes the game's weird. If they only lose like a half yard, sometimes it doesn't really say it properly. So it leads to a 3rd and 12 instead of a 3rd and 11. Alexander takes the snap, throws downfield to another wide open man. That's caught by Stovall, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown Aggies. They make it 31-20. Jordan will field this one at the 1-yard line. Let's see if we can get a solid return finally today. And we get some great blocking. Jordan across the 50, 40, 35, and finally caught near the 30. A 70-yard return. He is going to be a ton of fun to see at running back, but for now, we still have superstar Chris McKinney, and that's where we go with it, to the outside, and McKinney will end up with a gain of about 8 here to start their drive. 2nd and 2, Griffin back in shotgun. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He'll dump it off underneath, caught by McKinney, who has the blockers out in front of him inside the 10, and will finally be caught inside the 5, a gain of 18 on the play. 1st and goal out of shotgun. We will send Mangum in motion. Griffin will take the snap, give it to McKinney up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. We make it 38-20. Down by 18 yet again. Alexander comes out under center from the 25-yard line following the touchback. He will send 84 in motion. Marshall is the running back, and it's a play action. Looking to pass, throws downfield, finds his man for the first down. That is Howard for a gain of 13. Alexander lining up under center for the next play, too. He will drop back to pass. It's a quick throw caught by Anderson. That's a gain of 9. 2nd and 1. Alexander lines up under center again. This time it's a play fake to Marshall. He dumps it off underneath, caught by Pittman, who was quickly brought down by David Jordan for a loss of 1. 3rd and 3. Alexander lines up under center yet again. He takes a snap as a handoff to Marshall, and he will get the first down. The Sooners blitzed, and it backfired. A gain of 9. Under 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. Alexander lining up under center. It's another handoff. This one to Freeman to the outside, and he goes nowhere. 2nd and 10. The last play of the 3rd quarter if they snap the ball here. And they will. Alexander takes the snap. Dances around the pocket. Dumps it off underneath. Caught by Marshall. He is quickly brought down by Alex Red for no gain. We now head to the 4th quarter. It is 3rd and 10 for Texas A&M. Alexander out of shotgun. Down by 18 points. Looking to score on this drive. He takes the snap. And he's under pressure and getting sacked on the play by, I believe, Justin Rogers for a loss of 8. Never mind, that was Nate Thompson. But clearly down by 18 with only 7:40 to go in the game, you pretty much have to go for it. Alexander out of shotgun will take the snap. Throws over the middle, caught by Howard, nowhere near the first down. Oklahoma will take over. And now the problem for Texas A&M is you have to stop the best running back in the country. 1st and 10, out of pistol, handoff to McKinney. And right up the middle, he will end up with a gain of 7. 2nd and 3, Griffin out of shotgun again. McKinney is still the running back. This time we're going to run a counter play. Follows the blocks to the outside, and McKinney to the edge will get a gain of 6. A new set of downs with about 6.5 minutes to go in the game now. Back in shotgun. We'll give it right back to McKinney, who will bounce it to the outside, and Chris McKinney will fight forward for a gain of 11, and that should put him over 100 yards today, and it does. Griffin comes out as the only one in the backfield for this play. He'll take the snap, looking for a quick throw, and we will take that one to Lane Washington, who makes one man miss and ends up with a gain of 10. 2nd and inches. Griffin back in shotgun with about 5:15 to go. It's another handoff to McKinney up the middle. He will get the first down, keeping the drive alive for a gain of 6. Now back in a shotgun formation again. Griffin will take the snap and look to pass. We're going to throw over the middle, caught by Washington, who will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. We make it 45-20, and that pretty much is the dagger. A&M looking to pull off an absolute miracle here. 4:40 to go in the game. Alexander out in shotgun. He will send his tight end in motion yet again. He takes the snap. It will be a draw play to Marshall up the middle, who actually has some room to run, breaks one tackle, and gets the first down, a gain of 12. A 4-yard gain would bring up a 2nd and 6 for A&M. If y'all going to pull off this miracle, you need to move a lot faster. Alexander from under center will finally look to pass here. And he lobs it downfield. That is caught by Pittman, and he goes out of bounds for a gain of 10. Alexander lines up under center from the Sooners' 49-yard line, dropping back to pass again. And he throws downfield to an open man that's caught by Howard for a gain of 18 to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 with 3.5 minutes to go. Alexander once again under center. Will drop back to pass again. Avoids the pressure. Caught by Pittman, and that's a gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 comes out in an I formation. About 3 minutes to go. He drops back. It's a draw play to Marshall, and he is blown up in the backfield by Ashton Mills. 3rd and 7 with 2:48 to go in the game. Alexander out of shotgun. Freeman is the running back. He takes the snap and will look to pass. Dumps it underneath, caught by Freeman, and that will be a first down for the Aggies, a gain of 7. The longer they take here, the more unlikely a complete and total miracle is, though. 2.5 minutes to go. Alexander takes the snap. He rolls out to the outside. He is brought down by Dwight Rollins for a loss of 8. A 1-yard gain on the next play would bring up a 3rd and 17. Alexander in shotgun with 1:45 to go. Takes the snap. Stands in the pocket, dances around, lobs it over the middle, caught by Pittman, who will not get the first down, but it does set up a 4th and 1. This whole drive is pretty much pointless to show, but they may score on it, which is why I have to show it. 4th and 1. Alexander takes a snap, hands off to Beach to the outside, and he will get the first down, brought down at the 5. First and goal from the 5-yard line, and that's a false start, so make it first and goal from the 10-yard line for Texas A&M. They come out under center following the false start. With 1:05 to go, Alexander takes the snap, stands in the pocket under pressure and getting sacked again. This time a loss of 8, and that sack is going to go to Dwayne McDaniel. And in just kind of, that's funny things to happen, Texas A&M burned a timeout after that, even though they're down 25 with 1 minute to go. Alexander takes the snap, and he's sacked again, this time for a loss of 8, and that one is going to go to, I can't even tell. That sack went to Ryan Covington, one of our defensive tackles. Now 3rd and goal from about the 26-yard line. Alexander takes the snap, and he's getting sacked a 3rd straight play. This time it's Dwight Rollins. I had to burn a timeout because I did not like the play call that I made with the formation they had. But now 4th and goal from the 34-yard line. Alexander in shotgun. With 36 seconds to go, runs the play action. No one thought you were running the ball. Lobs it downfield. That's caught at the 20, and it's a turnover on downs. There was so much unnecessary stuff there, but we can finally just kneel this one out and head home, as long as A&M doesn't burn that final timeout, and it doesn't look like they will. Your final score today is 45-20. We improved to 9-0. Sean Griffin as the player of the game with 288 yards and 4 touchdowns. I may not have avoided the stupid throws, but I did avoid throwing an interception because they dropped every interceptable ball that I threw. Sean Griffin goes 14 for 23, 288 yards and 4 touchdowns on the day. Running the ball, McKinney barely went over 100 yards, but I only ran the ball 16 times today. He got 107 yards and 2 scores. Receiving, Lane Washington 4 for 64 and 2 touchdowns. Mangum had a pretty solid day, never found the end zone though. And then Rich Anderson, 1 catch for a 41-yard touchdown, and John Carrington, 1 catch for a 45-yard touchdown. Leading the team in tackles today is actually Brian Alexander. He ended up with 11. David Jordan got 10 today. Tackles for loss, that goes to Dwight Rollins with 3, and sacks, we got him a few times. Dwight Rollins got him 3 times. Dwayne McDaniel got him once. Ryan Covington got him once. Nate Thompson got him once, and Eugene Blake got him once, but we did not get a single interception today. Mike Alexander for Texas A&M goes 26 for 30, 287 and 2 scores, and 86% completion percentage is pretty good. He did get sacked 7 times though. Running the ball, Otis Marshall, 22 attempts for 104 yards. Alexander had negative 51 yards after accounting for all of the sacks. Then receiving, it looks like Brian Anderson was their best one. Brian Alexander is one of our players, but he got 6 for 65 and a touchdown, and then Mike Stovall 4 for 68 and a touchdown. I never really show you guys the recruiting during the middle of the season. I haven't done it, I believe, in the entire 8 seasons of this series, but I want to try to show you guys some stuff every few weeks. As of right now, we are the #1 ranked recruiting class. We have no 5-stars that we've committed right now, but here are everyone that we've committed so far. A defensive end, a defensive tackle. I've committed 3 cornerbacks because I think we're going to lose a few of them. A wide receiver, a new safety, and we are getting a new kicker next season. But for now, we head to week 12, where we remain the #2 team in the top 25, and we will take on the 6-3 Missouri Tigers. They were actually ranked number 24 until they just lost to Texas, as I showed you guys at the beginning of this last game. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys next time.